we're going to talk about how that is different from its parent graph, which is just the 2 to the x part. Or what can we do to the original graph, the 2 to the x, to make it for g of x? I'm just going to go in order from left to right. First, we see this negative. So that negative means that it's going to reflect over the x-axis. Flips this way. So if it was growth, it makes it decay. If it was decay, it makes it growth. This part of added something, or if you subtracted something to the x, that's going to move it left or right. So we take that exponent, you set it equal to 0. And so x equals -3, which means this graph shifts left because it's -3 units. Just 3 would be fine. And the +2 on the end, of course, moves it, or means that it shifts up 2. So those are called the transformations. That's how we're changing the parent graph. So if we wanted to write that, we could write it like this. To change f of x to g of x, that's this red one is f of x, the yellow one's g of x. We would take our original x and y that we did on the page before for 2 to the x. And since I'm moving it left 3, I take x and then subtract 3. I'm reflecting it over the x-axis, so instead of being a positive y, it's a negative y. And then we moved it up 3, so I add, or not 3, up 2, so I add 2. And that comes from these 3. It says to recopy the table of values. So what that means is on the last page, for x and f of x, we had, it was -2, 1/4, -1, 1/2, 0, 1, 1, 2, 1, 4. Now we're going to figure out how that changes for our new g of x, bless you, which is that not real pretty equation. So if we just know how to graph the parent function, then we can change it using the transformations. Color code this a little bit. Okay, so according to this, I take x and I subtract 3. So I take x, which was -2, and I subtract 3, so that's now -5. And then I change the sign of y, and I add 2. So I make it -1/4 plus 2 is 1 3/4. subtract x, or subtract 3 from x, so negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. Change the sign of y, and add 2. So negative 1/2 plus 2. That's 1/2. See if you can fill in those other 3 points. If you feel comfortable, graph it. If not, it's okay. Remind me, who are my seniors? Jason, Jacob, Jack, Mark. And what? Jaden.
Jaden.
Oh, I didn't think. Lightning?
Kennedy.
Oh, man. I'm recording. I'll do it after class. Just do it. I can't because it's on that. It's recording.
Just take a picture of us. Take a picture of us.
There's probably some law I'd be breaking if I did that. Oh,
No,
that's
it's
okay.
not.
I'll remember who's here.
Actually, it was not.
I mean, you can just delete it
And only
afterwards.
illegal pictures of people.
I can remember.
Who's missing us right now?
I don't know, but I'll know when I have a list. I just know who I saw.
Somebody, I bet. $5. Somebody's
Somebody's gonna be kind of absent.
Probably. That's not supposed to. Okay, what's the 0.01 change into? Negative 3.
1.
Yeah, that's negative 1 plus 2, which is 1. Very good. The next one?
Negative 2, 0.
So. And the last one?
Negative 2,
Negative 1, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Negative 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Oh, I wrote that number wrong. Just kidding. Negative 1.
Are we graphing both of them?
Negative 4 plus 2. No, just the red one. Because we already graphed the last one. Okay, I am going to go ahead and put my horizontal asymptote at y equals 2. And this time it should be decay because b is greater than 1, but there's 1 reflection. So I know it's going to be decay. Negative 5, 1 3/4. 3. Oh, it looks something like that. We could see that it's decay. That should be straighter. And also, I noticed that asymptote, horizontal asymptote is y equals 2. What about the domain? There you go, negative infinity to infinity. Range. There you go. The lowest number, which is down here because it goes forever, so that's negative infinity, to the highest number, which is 2, the asymptote. We're not going to keep graphing this over and over again. We should be able to, I'm going to jump to, I guess, yeah, we'll do this first one. So on page 4, 29. We're doing h of x, but we're not going to graph this one this time. What I want you to do is determine if it's growth or decay. Figure out the horizontal asymptote. And what is the domain and range? I think that's all. Check here. Domain, range, horizontal asymptote. Oh. And the transformations. Looks like it's in chord. Chord. G. Makes me think of my dog. His name is Gordon. Call him Gordon. Call him other things too, which I shan't repeat.
Did you say, what did you say is, was it left or right, this one? And what is the negative?
Yeah, and that negative means that it flips it, left and right. The negative out in front flips it up